Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. We're going to go ahead and ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. Something about the past. Like it should be over. Let it go. Let it go. That's what I'm hearing. Just let it go. Bottom of the deck, the thinking woman. It's like you know better. It's like something about you're attached to. You know it's time to just let it go. You're smarter than that. Something. Yeah, because it's like you know that this is like I'm for whatever reason I'm feeling like a secret vice. Something that you it's time just to let it go. I feel like you had a dream about what's to come, and spirit is letting you know, is preparing you. That hey, whatever it's time, whatever you think it's that you need, you really don't need. It's time to let this go because something is going to happen. It's going to be all of a sudden. You're not going to see it coming. You're not going to know when it's coming. And at that moment, there was that decision. Did you pay attention to that psychic download? Are you ready? Are you ready? This is the moment that you have been waiting for. This is the moment that you have been literally waiting for. The person you've been waiting for, it looks like for a long time. And so it's like, what's fair is fair. Were you able to let this whatever this go so that you could get whatever it was? Because like they say, you cannot get what you truly want until you get rid of what you really don't want. Hey, Marcia. Hey, James and Biscuit. Yes. Spirit was talking to you and letting you know that everything you've been asking for is on its way. It's just that you need to do what Spirit's asking you to do, you know? Because Spirit said, if you don't, Spirit does not want you to have to. The Spirit does not want to have to break your heart, but that's the one thing that Spirit wants you to do. Whatever Spirit has just said, it's time to let something go. Archangel Michael is here to help you and to keep you inspired, keep you aware of what's to come. And trust me, you are going to be so thankful because it's going to do more than just heal your spirit, heal your soul. Spirit said it's going to heal your body, heal your heart, your mind, everything. Everything that aches, that ails you but you just have to follow that guide, follow that calling. Spirit said, you know what this is. It's come to you in a dream. It's come to you in a dream. And this is something that you fought to walk away from. This is something that you struggled to walk away from. But it is time. This is time because it's time to let it go. It's time to let this go. Put that love within yourself. Let that go. Because what you've been asking for has been asking for you. Mm-hmm. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Miki, how are you? I hope I said your name right. Yeah, it's something that you've been struggling to walk away from. Something that you've been at this crossroads before. You've made this decision time and time and time again, but this time is going to be the final time. This time needs to be the final time. That way, whatever you've been secretly hoping for, wanting for, that whatever that is, that you can get it. If not, it's like you're not going to be able to get it. This is what you've been. This is like you've been dreaming of this. You have been dreaming of this. Whether it is this and it's on its way. The only thing that's stopping it is you. That's it. Yeah, it's going to happen and it's going to happen soon. You just don't know when. So you have to be ready. You have to be ready. Like I said, trust and believe. You're going to be so happy that whatever this was, you was able to let it go. Mm-hmm. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yep. You already know. You already know what's coming. I feel like you know what's coming. You know your true heart's desire. If there was one thing that you would wish for, yes. And you already know that one thing that you also have to let go of. It's like you already know. But it's like it's I feel like it's a race against the clock. Yeah, it's almost like because you know that somebody, for whatever reason, your instance is going to tell you that somebody would look at that, would look at something and judge it kind of like, yeah, nah, yeah, But see, that's why you don't have to, if you're able to get rid of that, you don't have to worry about all that. Whatever this is. Well, let's just say that, yeah, because you know that somebody would be able to tell whether you really do this or not. Let's just say that somebody drank a lot, okay, and the person of their dreams is about to come into their life, but they have to detox. They got to let that shit, they got to stop drinking. And it's not just for a weekend or a week. They got to stop drinking, period, because they have to really detox. All of that shit has to come throughout their pores. They have to be strong enough that they can be around other people that's drinking and then not like fall off the wagon and stuff like that. So they have to really work on themselves. Same with somebody that, let's just say somebody was smoking cigarettes, and somebody else is like, nah, I don't want nobody to smoke cigarettes. So they have to not just stop smoking cigarettes right away. They have to stop smoking and maintain that for months, because it's like it's in the taste buds, it's in their pores as well. You can smell it in the hair and stuff like that. So it's like it's a detox period. Yeah, and it's like you know, something about uh, this person, you know, uh, something about this person has been, you know, the type of person, and I feel like it is a person. Like you've known this person for a long time, and this you and this person have always had this love for each other since a long time ago. Because both of y'all look very young, you know. But for some reason, somebody had said something that broke the other person's heart, you know. But now it's like, as an older person, this person finds them mirroring you, you know, feeling the same types of things, understanding the same types of things, you know. And I feel like this person is working on their courage, you know, and their strength, you know, that really that how they feel about themselves, though, their courage to come towards you. And it's finally time for them. And for you, maybe you had to work on your money. You know what I'm saying? You had to work on your money. But now it's time. It's time. But throughout life, you know, we develop these crutches. But Spirit said now it's time to let that crutch go. Get rid of those training wheels. Get rid of those training wheels. Learn to ride that bike on your own. Hey, Bobby Dale, how are you? Hey, Shaylin, how are you? Let's see who else snuck in here that I didn't see. You know, let's see. I think I need to do batteries. There it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. What else, Spirit? Yep. Because you both are ready for this. Both of y'all are ready for this. I'm telling you, this is like one of those mutually loving relationships. I'm telling you, this is something that's guided by Spirit and blessed by Spirit. You know, both of y'all are ready for this. I'm telling you. And listen, this person, they ain't ready for they ain't even thinking about nobody else. They ain't looking at nobody else. They're not entertaining no company, nothing. They're like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Because all they can think about is you. Yes, yeah. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. I'm hearing that song, I Got Love on My Mind by Natalie Cole. Mm-hmm. Both y'all marry each other, you know, and both of you are loyal. Loyal, loyal, loyal. You know. Uh both of you have you both bring certain strengths to the table. What you bring, you know, and then what they bring, it mirrors each other. It complements each other. But the main thing is both of y'all are loyal. This is why this entire relationship has been blessed by God. I'm telling you, this relationship is blessed by God. Okay, it's meant for y'all to come together. This is why there is the devil is trying to do anything and everything to get in the way. The devil does not want you to get this. Okay? And I'm telling you, whatever it is whatever it is, it's meant to destroy this love, this innocent love or whatever. So whatever it is, it's like Spirit said, you know, pray about it, but Archangel Michael is here to help you. Whatever this needs to end, whatever this habit, this secret vice, whatever this is, let it go. Let it go. It's time to let it go. Mm-hmm. Because this person is thinking about you and that big ass heart of yours. I'm telling you, and they are receiving these psychic downloads about you. They see you very clearly for who you are, and they understand that they want to go on this journey with you. You know, they feel like, you know what, that they made a bad decision in the past, but now they want to make a better decision. Now they want to go in the right way, and they know you are the right way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are the right way. So yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. What's the message? I just heard, and it may not be who you thinking it is. Mm. It's somebody that either you broke their heart or they broke your heart, you know, and it was somebody that they ran off and possibly got involved with somebody else, you know, maybe got married with somebody else, but it was somebody that, you know, somebody got their heart broke. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was, and both of y'all had to take some time to heal from whatever both of y'all had to heal from. Well, both of y'all had to go through your own, like, different struggles, same thing, but different, you know, struggles to be able to come back together. What's the message? Like, to be able to appreciate, you know, and because y'all wasn't ready whenever y'all was younger. But now that y'all are older, y'all are ready to go through the store together. Somebody understands that now. You know, they understand it, and they thinking about that. You know, they didn't know back then what they know now. Now they're more mature. Now they're more balanced. You know, yep. And they're thinking about, you know, how they still feel about you, how they need to approach you, how they still feel about you. Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. You know, they still feel that you are that yin to their yang. Mm-hmm. They're ready to talk to you now. They're ready to say something. But you know, anything else in this deck? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Don't let it. Make sure that you choose right so that you can get victory. It's time to let something go. Archangel is here with you right now. Right now. Mm-hmm. It's time for you to finally have that yin to your yang, your perfect match. You know, it's finally time. It's like you've done all the work that you need to do on yourself. Okay, now it's time for, you know, somebody to they look, somebody's coming. They have something to tell you. This is a match made in heaven. Truly, like a match made in heaven. You know, somebody is not even thinking about no other people. Nobody else will do. And they know this. They know that the only one that can ever fill those shoes is you. That's it. That's it. This person has had some time, and they had to get themselves together too from a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And you had to go through some bumps and bruises and everything else and figure out your life too. But yes, it's time. Whatever this is, remember the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Bottom of the deck. Pleasure. Told you. It just may be something that you feel like, oh, this is what I need to relax. You know, maybe you're like, okay, I just like to get some beer when I'm on my way home so I can relax. Next thing you know, it's like all 24 is gone. You know, and you relaxed, all right. That's called passed out. You know, it's like you thinking that you just doing it just to relax, but you're going wild with it. You know, you're doing it too much. So the Spirit said it's time just to surrender. It's time to let it go. That way, whatever you really truly want and desire is going to come in. You're not going to get what you really want until you give up what you don't really want. You know, this is something that you've been trying to manifest. You've been trying to alchemize exactly what your heart's desire is. Okay? Now that you're ready, you know, now that you're ready to level up, it's time. Spirit said, okay, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know what you need to do. Now Spirit told you exactly what you need to do so that you can have exactly what you need to have, because who you really want to be with is coming in to say something finally, and your intuition is telling you, wait, Spirit told me something, I probably should have listened. Okay, yeah, because if you listen, then you're gonna have that radical rebirth, and let whatever something go and just experience all types of joy. If not, you're going to be upset, having to start all over, kicking yourself. Why did you not? All that other shit. Mad and everything else, because once they know, they're like, well, no, I know that you know what. I know that, yeah, it's O'Doul's, it's non alcoholic, but you drink 24 of them. That's a problem. I don't feel comfortable with that, or whatever. Spirit said, instead of having to go through all of that, just let it go. Just let it go. Leave it, and proclaim it, disclaim it. I no longer, whatever you need to do to break that cord, to cut that cord, cut it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cut that cord. Start it all over. No, just get yourself hyped. And you know what I'm saying? Because Spirit is going to send you this miracle, what you've been praying for. And I'm telling you, the devil is here. They just want to fuck you up. They don't want you to, they're gonna send some shit your way to piss you off, just so that you go back and you grab a cigarette, or you grab a 24 pack of O'Doul's non-alcoholic, or whatever, or you go to the dispensary, you get some weed or whatever, or whatever the vice is. You go to Dunkin' Donuts, and you order 36 glazed donuts. You want them all fresh. Whatever the vice is, something's going to happen, so that that temptation is thrown your way. But understand that that's just to blindside you, to get you off your path, to make it so that you don't see what was happening, so that whenever you do settle down, you feel ashamed of that you succumb to that little bit of pressure. So it's time for you just to let it go. Pay it no attention, pay it no mind, forget about it. Every time you think about it, say fuck you, you know, fuck you, O'Doul's, or whatever. Fuck you, Dunkin' Donuts, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spirit said pray. Pray, pray, pray. Spirit said pray. Mm-hmm. Hey, K Hypey. That way, that lust is going to turn into love. You're not going to be lusting for that because you're going to start turning that into love for yourself once you start praying. Mm-hmm. And this is the truth. This is the truth, because once you're praying, then you see how worthy you are, because then you'll listen to what God has to say, and God is just reflecting the truth about you, and God is going to be telling you how worthy you are. So pray. Yes, pray. That way you can even ask forgiveness for even thinking that you even need a device in the first damn place, and trying to figure out what it was that even got you to wanting to eat like 12 donuts in one spot, you know, or going to Burger King getting 24 kid meals or whatever the thing is, so that you can heal that part of you, truly heal that part of you. I mean, because so that you can really be in line with your divine lineage, so that all parts of you can be healed. All parts of you. That way, that's when you really get that good juju, because you're healed. There's nothing that's hidden. Everyone sees this, who you truly, truly are. Mm-hmm. So resist somebody even trying to talk you into it, or, you all of a sudden you won, oh, you won the hidden raffle of a year's worth of weed, or O'Doul's or donuts or whatever the shit is, resist all of that. Resist all of it. Even if you go into a party, just be like, if you the people that you normally hang out with, what they getting ready to go do, just excuse yourself, to act like you're going to take a phone call or just drive yourself to the party. But Spirit said, don't do this, because this came out like this. Don't self-sabotage. Just but just say no. You have to figure out why you would even want to do that in the first place, because you're no longer having to go back to that wounded place so that you could cover up. You're healed now. You no longer have to wear that mask. You no longer have to act like you're trying to cover up this hurt, because it's no longer hurting. You dealt with it. You looked at it in the eye. You dealt with it. It's no longer shameful. It's no longer hurting. None of that. So you no longer need that. Yeah. You no longer desire it. No longer. Spirit said it resisted. What's the message? And this is just for whoever this resonates for. Yeah. But it's for somebody that it's time to just let it go. And this is for whoever this resonates for, but it's for somebody who needs to just let something completely go. It could be a person. It could be a thing. It could be something that we're doing. You know how we're trying to control a certain situation. Maybe we're spying on somebody. Maybe we spreading gossip. Whatever it is, Spirit said it's time to stop Whatever it is, let it go, because we are just betraying ourselves. It's time to let all of that go. Hey, Behaving, how are you? Same here. Yes, because if we don't let it go, we're never going to be aligned. We're never going to be aligned, because if we don't let this go, yeah, we're always going to be betraying ourselves. And we're really never going to get the level up that we really want, because somebody's going to see that we're still not ready. Yeah. Somebody's going to see we are still not ready. And they're going to know anyway. So ain't no need in trying to hide nothing. Yep. Everything's saying time to let something go. You know? Time to let it go. Spirit said it's time for you to go ahead and just start praying. Start praying. Yeah. That way you can get everything that the Spirit said, I promise you that I will. Yes, I'm telling you. Everything that you ask for, it's on its way. I'm telling you, it's going to be like a miracle. You know, you don't realize how much cosmic power that you have. That you're able to talk to on the other side. You don't realize this. Everything that you ask for, I'm like, dang, everything. So yes, whatever this is, let's let it go. We're gonna see what else. Bottom of the deck. Oh, this is the truth. This is the truth. So that we can get this new love. Oh my God. Yes. Hello. It's time to balance out this little curiosity that we had even when we started this stuff. Whatever this is, when we thought we needed something to make us feel okay because we was covering up something else. It's time to balance that out. We don't need that because it's healed. We healed. We don't need that. And then the friends that we thought was friends who was hanging around, those was the ones that was got us started with that bullshit. We need to start thinking those were not friends. Those were not friends. Okay. We just thought they was giving us what we wanted. But we thought that they was being friends and they was giving us a shoulder to cry on. They was helping us deal with our problems. But they wasn't. They wasn't. You know, we had to finally come to understand that we had to take control of our lives. If we wanted to be here and think about all the money that we wasted, all the money that we wasted, all the money that was blown trying to feed whatever this need is. How much money could we save? You know, it's time. It's time. It's like this is like us being able to balance out the scale and finding out that once we something and we really look at something, we're like, damn, how much money I got left at the end of the week or month. Yes. And then on top of that, it's like Spirit had promised us this relationship, and this is the truth. This is coming in. Whatever this is coming in. Somebody's moving towards you. Somebody may be relocating, and they moving towards you. They're coming towards you. Oh, yes, this Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune is coming in your favor. Turn it in your favor, but you got to be ready. You have to have yourself together. Get your ass together. Get your ass together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get your ass together. Yep. Because somebody's going to talk to you. Somebody wants to have a conversation uh, about you, about things from the past. And and you know, they're going to know about, they're going to know, they already know about, maybe what you did, you know. This could have been, maybe, like I said, maybe somebody was drinking, or maybe somebody was smoking weed, or maybe somebody was doing whatever. They already know. And so it's like you just had to have the courage, to say that you dealt with this shit already, and you was able to kick this habit, or whatever this was, you know. And so then that's that way. It's like somebody sees that, yeah, this is not what you would want to do for for relaxation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then that's whenever somebody feels like, okay, they can trust you with this new opportunity, or trust you to 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 put some, to take this leap of faith with you, to build this life with you. Yeah. And because they would feel like they could trust you, like they would be invested in somebody that would be loyal with them, as opposed to, you know they definitely don't want to do this, have a home with this devil, or this could have been a Capricorn, this could be a Capricorn, you know but I don't know. But yeah. hmm somebody, or this could be somebody that is really, like, obsessed with you. Seriously, really, really, really obsessed with you, and has been trying to wanted to be with you for a long time. I'm telling you, they will want to be with you for a long ass time. Damn. Mm, damn. Okay, so yeah, you need to, whatever it is, you need to get rid of that shit, because this person been thinking about you for a while. Yes. But see, I feel like this person would before was maybe in this other relationship that they didn't get along with this person at all. In fact, they sitting there thinking like, what the fuck I do this shit for? You know? And really what they wanted was, they just really wanted to be happy. They just really wanted to be happy. And you know what? When they sat back and thought about what was making them happy, they was thinking about you from the past. They knew that was the truth. hmm they knew that was the truth. What's the message, spirit? Yeah. But it's almost like this person, maybe they started drinking or something like that. You know, first they started drinking just for enjoyment, and then they started drinking just to be able to deal with some damn conflict, you know, and then they started drinking alone, uh, just to feel like they was fulfilling their own needs, because they didn't want to drink with nobody else no more. They just was going. They was just sitting at home drinking by themselves. hmm And they would often think about you. You know, their mind will go back to thinking about the type of person you were and everything else, and how, but for whatever reason, it was the high priestess part about you scared them, you know, because they felt like that was something that uh, they was told from so long ago. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But they didn't see it like that, because every time they looked at you, it was like you was getting victory after victory after victory after victory after victory. You see what I'm saying? So that's when somebody started thinking about changing their mindset of how they started thinking about spirituality. And that's when they started thinking about you, and your spiritual walk, and then how it relates to them and their spiritual walk, you know. And then this person started seeing how people that they were close to was deceiving them, because now this person was on this spiritual path, and they were seeing how people they was close to was deceiving them. And they started saying, okay, like, instead of them going to church, they stopped going to church, and they started, being more spiritual. And that's whenever, I feel like they got this decision that they needed to protect themselves, because whoever they was at home with was really a witch. That's when they started thinking about the things that this person was doing, because they wasn't happy with that person, you know, and they knew they needed to get out of this, but they wasn't sure how they was going to be able to get out of this, and how they was going to be able to get away from whether this was like a wife, somebody they married or something. But they knew whatever it was, they no longer felt anything, and they needed to take some action, because the longer they was in there, the more pain it caused, and the more of a hardship it was. So somebody knew that something was over. That relationship, that marriage was over, because somebody did something that caused so much pain, and this person, they was like, they had such a hardship. So they hired this attorney. They hired somebody to find out some information, and they found out some information, and that's whenever they made this decision. They hired like a private investigator to find out some information, to put some questions to rest, and they did. And that's when they was able to find out whatever they needed to know, and that's when they made this decision. And what they did was they started working on something for their own happiness. But I feel like they started doing it kind of like, I feel like somebody started working on something, but they wasn't sharing it with the crowd. They wasn't sharing it with the people that they knew. They was just being real secretive about it. Whatever they was doing, they wasn't telling anybody. They was just working on something, because they knew that they couldn't tell anybody, uh, because they knew that, it's like if they told somebody, then something else was going to go wrong, and they wouldn't be able to carry this off like the way that they wanted. They was setting up a secret attack. Not like attack, but this is just all rods. The ace of rods, the three of rods, and the 10 of rods. Somebody was they was setting up like a secret a sneak attack. like whether this was in court or something like that, or serving somebody, or whatever this was. And yeah, because it's like so they got this message that and so they finally got a message, yeah, so that they could put it's like they was putting their money away. They was putting their money away. You know, like I said, they did some type of sneak attack, like they did some type of secret move, and they put this money away because they had made this decision that, you know what, this whole relationship is a loss or whatever, but they're not gonna sit here and think that they're gonna get all this money or whatever, half this whatever. It's not gonna happen like that. And so, like, then somebody went to court, and even the court was looking to see what's the shared assets between this couple, and it was like it's like they, for whatever reason, they knew that somebody had moved some money. They knew that this emperor had moved some money, but they didn't make the emperor pay anything back. Or, you know what I'm saying? They knew that the emperor moved some money, but they didn't make this emperor like, okay, well, you gotta move this back and give all of it or whatever. No, it's like, okay, they just knew that they did it, and they didn't do anything else about it. They was just, oh, okay, because they asked the emperor. They asked the emperor, and the emperor said, "Yeah, I did." Oh, yep, yep, yep. Told the truth. They asked the emperor, and the emperor told the truth. Yep, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. And that's why they didn't make the emperor have to do anything. That's why, because the emperor told the truth. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you know what? They said that for whatever reason, it's like they said they sided with this emperor, and they said because this is what somebody had built up by themselves, that this was their investment, and so that's how they was able to save it, because that was their passion. That was something that they did outside of, that nobody else helped them or whatever. And so that's, and the courts, like I said, the court sided with this person. The court said, okay, no problem. We got you. We got you. And that was that. That was that. So somebody could not come back and later try and get some money saying da 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 da, nothing, nothing, nothing. Yep. So that's whenever somebody put some type of action to rest. That's when somebody was like, yeah, they was able to save themselves. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, indeed. Because they was able to, it's like they followed, they it's like, they heard, they listened to what their angels were saying, you know. They listened to what their angels were saying, and whatever they did, they followed it. That was it balanced that whole situation out. They was wise enough to do that, and now they're able to rest at night because they was able to stop somebody from thinking that they was going to be able to. I'm telling you, somebody thought that they was going to be able to get some of their money. They thought they was going to be able. Well, not one half of this. Nope. Somebody, the court said nope, 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 not at all, not at all, not at all. Because they looked and they saw that person didn't do anything, had nothing to do with this whatsoever, whatsoever. So yeah, yep. Now this is why this person feels like they're ready. They're ready to strike out. They're ready to get that new love, because now they got this 10 of cups and the ace of swords. and the Three of Pentacles. Yes, they're ready to collaborate with the right one. They know who they want to collaborate with. This is the one that they want to come and offer that Ten of Cups to. Yes, indeed. This person, they are not going to let, stupid shit from the past hold them back like it did last time. This is somebody who learned a lesson. Now they know exactly who they want. Exactly who they want. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Got a psychiatric abuse from. Don't worry, I'm on. Wait, what is going on with this? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Yes, indeed. This sounds good. This sounds really good. Mm-hmm. Let's see what this medium stack says. Oh, that's too many. Somebody's getting what they deserve. That's good. They're getting what they deserve. That's a good thing. Because if you do good things, you want to get what you deserve because you know good is coming back on you. Now, if you don't do good things, well, then you may have an issue. You may have something to worry about. Oh, if you have not had an opportunity to subscribe, please do so. I would love to have you as part of that Sweet Spot family, Sweet Spot Soul Tribe. As you can see, I go live. So I'm thinking about maybe on next Saturday doing questions. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Somebody's getting a 10-year curse for attacking you. And this is the same person now that's asking for atonement. But we all getting what they deserve. What's the message? Anything else? Hey, Miss Pretty Girl Swag, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, L. Harris, thank you so very much. Yes, you are a high priestess. It's very intuitive. People think you're mystical. It's like you're that all-seeing. You don't say a lot. They were not fair to you. But it's okay because you survived everything. Something about this month, October, something about this church witch, maybe this church witch is going to be found out this month in October. That was the one who threw obstacles in your way. Now they're sitting here looking like a bully. This is the same person that's getting struck down. And they didn't know that manipulation took place. Maybe that church didn't. Yep. And now it says your child has to learn a big lesson about respect and honest dialogue. Possibly by the Most High. Hierophant. Something about the month of March. Somebody was a key player. Now they realize that you were karmic. And that accident, that was no accident. Could have been against A lover is one of God's chosen. It's like this could have been one of your soulmate, a soulmate. Somebody didn't like it because you could see both sides of a situation. But yeah, they did something, and that accident was no accident. You know it. You knew it when it happened. You didn't want to say anything. You didn't want to cause no big ruckus or anything, but you knew. And they know that you know. That's okay, because you always bounce back. That's what they didn't like. They was grimy. Very grimy. Yep. Now they trying to ghost somebody. It could be going through that dark night of the soul. Somebody could be under investigation for trying to be some type of damn warlock. But they getting ghosted. See, somebody tried to play in your energy. And that whole plan that they did fell apart. You know, all them little secrets, all that shit started coming out. You know, but you no longer care. You don't give a damn. You feel like they can come out all at once. I don't even care any longer. You know, you care when you was going through it. Of course, it meant something. But the day that you said, I'm done with this, you was done with it. Yeah, because you knew they was hell-bent on trying to destroy you. You know, and then on top of that, you felt for this person because you knew that person was nothing but a follower. And you know that they're stuck. And you left them right in that same place where they want to be. They were doing rituals on you often. But you know what? This is the same person that misjudged the devil. Okay? They misjudged the devil. It's like, and that devil was trying to be you. But you know what? You don't even worry about it because your ancestors are handling that ass. Yeah. And it's like this whole thing is being seen over the internet, you know, around the world. You know, what's coming around is going right back around. And somebody was trying to do this to an empress. This was a hangman who's now realizing that the wheel of fortune is going the opposite way. And they are very concerned. Very concerned. Especially trying to do it to a high priestess. This hangman, they should have known. They should have known better. Especially since that wheel of fortune is going in the opposite direction. They should have known. Oh well, they know now. They may know too late, but they know now. Yep. Everything is out in the open. The sun is shining. Everybody sees everything. And they see who was doing what. And who was in that devilish energy. Yep. They learned the absolute truth about them. Okay? Somebody is and they're starting to put two and two together and realize this shit started about 10 years ago. But you know what? It's okay. Had they not betrayed you, you wouldn't have been on your journey. You know? Something good is getting ready to happen in January. Yep. Or maybe something good happened this past January. What's the message? Yep. And everybody can get it. Ain't shit funny no more with this coven. Now everybody getting it. And you don't give a shit. You was just like, let them be mad. See, they was sitting here thinking that you was the fool. No, you was the fool letting them be foolish. Sometimes to fool the fool, you got to play the fool. No, sometimes to fool the fool, you got to, something like that. Sometimes, here it is. It's like that, yeah. Sometimes the fool, sometimes you got to play the fool who think they're fooling you. That's what it is. Yes. See, you saved your legacy. This is why the Most High favors you. You know, and this is where this is where we at right now. That sweet spot. This is where intention meets the flow of spirit. This is where we are at right now. That sweet spot. Okay, where the intention meets the flow of spirit. So yes, we are being blessed. Okay. Something about some hoe. Somebody was a hoe. And they was thinking they was going to get away with some secret love affair. Mm, mm, mm. What's up with this hoe? 304. Mm. Oh, they are so afraid of the demons that they summons. And they are so mad at this liar. Mm. Yes. And you know what? And we don't give a shit because we have some ancestors that's protecting us right now that will spiritually cut they ass. Okay? Our ancestors will spiritually cut they ass. We don't give a fuck if they mad. We don't give a fuck. They should have been mad while they were trying to do this fuck shit to us. You know what I'm saying? That's when they should have been mad. Now they want to be mad. Oh well. Oh well. Now somebody want to come back. They want to spin the block. But probably because don't nobody believe them no more. Nobody believes them. Nobody. What's the message? Somebody was told to redirect. And maybe that's us. Spirit is reminding us, redirect so we can get what we were promised, what we were told we will have. What else, Spirit? Yeah, somebody finally woke the fuck up. They did. And guess what? Your name has been cleared. Your name has been cleared. This is why you're getting everything that you... Yes. And they are mad because people love you. Yep. See, you getting that final verdict. Judgment's in your favor. Judgment is in your favor. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. Good. We don't care if they're mad. We just glad that I feel like we just need to pay attention to that message the Spirit was telling us. You know, whatever that last little thing that we need to do, let's do it. Let's do it so we can be blessed. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good night.